Good morning, YouTube. So, today we are going to talk about opiate withdrawal, recovery, how it works, struggles, pros, cons, things like that. Now, I mean, as far as cons, none that I've found so far. I do not ever miss spending all day waiting for someone, spending all of my paycheck on a drug that could get me arrested, cost me money, take time out of my life and away from my kids. I don't miss any part of waking up, being sick, struggling to be able to get out of bed, fight for the day, and rely on some type of substance to be able to feel okay. So let's just get that out of the way first and foremost. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you probably got yourself in a shitty situation. Everybody does it for different reasons. Anybody can become addicted to opiates, narcotics, things that make you feel good. It's not just the people that are homeless. It's not just the people that are, living on the streets or that don't have $1 million. It can be quite literally anybody, from a doctor or lawyer, a judge. It can be the garbage man. It can be the guy making your Big Mac at McDonald's. It could literally be anyone. And that's the scary part about it, is there is no discretion when it comes to addiction with opiates or addiction with realistically anything, whether it be cocaine, whether it be acid, whether it be alcohol. Addiction is addiction. You know what? You wake up every morning, you drink a cup of coffee, you're addicted to coffee. It's addiction. Understandably, some addictions are definitely harder to work with than others. That's a given. But at the end of the day, especially opiates, not being able to have control of your life is detrimental. It's depressing. It makes it so that you can't live your life and function the way that you want to. Now, with me personally, it took me probably 4 or 5 years of being addicted to opiates and detoxing 5 or 6 times before I finally stuck with it and got to a point where I've been able to maintain. And I was always in the mindset where, I can do it. I can keep my same friends. I can just make sure that if they're doing drugs or if they're, going to be, running the game and doing their thing, I'll just stay away from it. It's no big deal, right? But when you're around it and those friends do anything, if you're chilling watching a football game and one of them busts out a line of dope or pulls out a Percocet, or you're feeling a little shitty, they got a methadone or they got some Suboxone, you're probably going to do it if they're like, hey man, you want some? You're not spending money on it. You know what? You might take it. You might feel fine the next day. You won't be sick. You'll be like, you know what? That's cool. I did it once. Not a big deal. I can do it again at some point and not get addicted. But then once you do it and then you do it again, eventually it's going to get back to the point where you just kind of get back into the same routine. And that's what I've found out with dealing with these types of situations where I get myself clean and I keep the same group of friends and I don't change my life. I'm in the same spot as when I started. Only I had to go through 3, 4, 5 days of hell, maybe even a week of hell, to be able to get clean to begin with. And who wants to do that every few months just to try and see if it's possible, see if you can get clean? Getting clean isn't the hard part, guys. It's not. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking horrible to go through an opiate withdrawal or a detox off barbiturates or, whatever your choice is. But the hardest part is staying clean. And I had to cut a lot of people out of my lives and a lot of people out of my daily routine to be able to maintain the sobriety that I have. Now, I've been clean for a couple years now. I posted a video about a year and a half ago of me and my child's mother going through the detox. That got an amazing type of reaction. It's over 21, almost 22,000 views, and that was my personal experience. Not everybody's the same. I see comments in the section below that say, oh, well, that guy must not have been doing nothing, or that's the mildest form of detox, and, that's trash, this guy's lying, or he ain't doing his thing. You know what? Everybody's body reacts differently. Some people, it takes your body a long fucking time to be able to recalibrate your brain and start producing the natural chemicals that make you feel okay, that stop that pain from being everywhere on your body. I mean, if your body isn't producing dopamine, you're probably going to feel shittier a lot longer than I did. Me, every time that I detoxed, before I finally got clean and stayed clean and established my sobriety, again, it took me 5 or 6 times of detoxing, but it only lasted 3 or 4 days of the absolute hell. After that, you're tired for a week or two, but you're not in pain. You can start to sleep, you can start to eat, you can start to do things again and get your routine down. Not everybody's like that. But what I can say is that if you don't go through however long it takes you to get to the point where you're clean, how are you ever going to stay clean? I mean, if you're going to be sick for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, some people are sick for up to a month depending on what you're doing, whether it be methadone, Suboxone. Those things stay in your body a lot longer than dope does or Percocets do. So if you don't get clean now, how's the rest of your life going to look? You potentially overdose and die. I mean, I've lost at least 8 or 9 friends just in the last 5 years from overdosing or getting shot and killed because they were doing a drug deal or killing themselves. I literally just lost one of my best friends 2 days ago, and he was in a really hard place in his life. I'm going to post a picture of him right now. This guy's name is Chris. Chris was a really good guy. Chris struggled with addiction. He was on methadone at the time that he had committed suicide, and he had a lot of different things going on in his life that essentially led him to the point of feeling like he didn't have control, and he didn't know how to take it. So what I'm going to do is, first and foremost, I know that it's depressing when you start to do the withdrawal. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post the number up right here for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. So if you guys ever feel like you can't handle it, or that you can't do it, or that shit's hopeless, you fucking reach out to somebody. Not everybody wants to call the suicide hotline. I wouldn't do it. But at the same time, you need to rely on something to help you and let you know that it's okay, that you will be all right. So friends, family, anybody that can stand by you, talk to them. Doesn't matter who the fuck it is. If you have one person that you can confide in, make sure that you reach out to them, because this shit isn't a joke. Now with that as well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, I'll put a number up here with the Narcotics Anonymous hotline, number to be able to get in touch with somebody if you need resources to be able to get clean, if you need help with advice on what it's going to take, who to be able to reach out to as far as doctors, even if you're just looking to get off dope and get on Suboxone for now so that you can get out of the drug game and and get a routine before you actually put yourself through that detox, that's fine. But give this number right here a call, and I can guarantee that they will have some form of resource to be able to help you out. Sobriety isn't a walk in the park. It is a lifelong struggle. Some people say that it's a disease. By definition, it is. Me personally, I don't feel that it's a type of disease that is not curable or irreversible. I think with enough effort, enough time, and enough determination, you can get cured. You can get over this. You can get your life back. You can do something positive with yourself. If you're sleeping underneath a bridge, that sucks. One step is all it takes to be able to try and get yourself out from that situation. The first step is what you need to figure out. If that's calling this number that I put up, do it. If it's reaching out to your mom, do it. If you don't have parents, if you don't have family, if you are on the other side of the country and you have one friend, reach out. Say, I need help. It's been 1.5 years since I posted the first video about me and my ex detoxing. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's just a matter of willpower. Your life gets so much better. You have more control. You don't rely on things. You can get your hobbies back. You can make sure that you keep valuable people in your life. I mean, think about, I'm not sure if anybody has kids, but think about if you have kids. What happens if they have to go stay in a place where you're not there? What happens if they get taken away? Don't you think that your children deserve better and deserve to be able to have you in their lives? That's what changed me. I look at my son every day and I thank Christ that I never got into a situation where he was ever in danger, that he was ever neglected. I am so fortunate to have been able to make it out and have what I have today. And you guys can too. Doesn't matter how far down the road you are or what decisions you've made to get to where you are. You can always take that first step to crawl out from underneath that bridge and get your feet underneath you again. So guys, this is just a little update as how I'm doing with my recovery. If you have any questions, feel welcome to reach out to me. You know my YouTube channel name? That's the same name that I am on Facebook. I'm not fake. Reach out to me on Facebook, look me up. If you got questions, reach out to me there. If you got questions, leave a comment down below. I reply to all of the comments. Anything that is productive criticism, hands down. You need help, I'll help you out. So again, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to leave a link to the vlog where I did a detox down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll keep you all updated, and I'll see you guys next time.